You want to do your intro?
I mean, I can do my intro. Right?
Do your intro!
Because today on Mel's Mountain Garage, me and the guys are mounting giant ass tires on big ass rims.
Oh man, can't wait to see what me and the guys mount later.
Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Mountain Garage. This time around, I'm going to do the front frame brace on my wagon, on Sally, my 81 Buick Century. It's a GBody, and it's got the 87 LC2 3.8 turbo motor right from Grand National, and I've got a big PTE Stock Location Intercooler. So the F41 braces, Jounce bars, I mean, whatever you choose to call them if you're looking for it, don't fit. So I've got two sets, and I'm going to take 4 of them and make 2. So here is the one brace. That one goes from the left front frame horn to the right front frame horn. Let's get up under here. And you can see I have one just test fit in there. And you can obviously see where it's right near the intercooler. And it doesn't fit the frame pad. Now the passenger side's fine. It fits. Bolts up to the frame. Clears my big hollow sway bar, clears the intercooler, and bolts up to the frame. So I'm going to, this left one here is good to go. I can just kind of just let it sit. I'll tap the holes in the frame. The right side, on the other hand, I'm going to take that spare bar. I don't have a tubing bender, so I'm going to lop that bend out of it, and I'm going to weld that bend onto the other bar to have it kick around and fit that stock hole. I know guys use like big metal plates and shit like that, and I don't want to do that. It honestly, it kind of looks hokey. And once they're done, I'll take that front bar. It won't fit with the intercooler scoop here. Let me come back from that bolt there, that gold cat bolt, to the other side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it down and TIG weld it right from like here, so it fits right behind the radiator support, right above the scoop. It hits the other side. And they got one of the spare bars. This one's actually bent right here. So, I mean, I could straighten it in my press, but the press ain't here and whatever. But I'm going to take apart from here to about here, and I'll cut that bar section, this bend into there. I'll take that in there so it fits around the intercooler. And then I'm going to have to cut this end off. This is the part that goes to the lower part of the cross member. And then clock it, because it'll be 180 out, and stick it on there. You'll see, it'll bend around and it'll look real nice. So I've made my modifications to the bar. I tack welded one on. I'm going to tack the other one on, tighten it down, make sure it fits, and then finish welding it. Let me show you what I got. Again, I'm using my trusty Eastwood TIG, and here you see I just tack that one bit on, tack that other one, so now it's got 2 bends to fit around that intercooler. I did tap the frame with a 7/16/14 tap for that bolt, and I'm using an M8 or maybe an M10, I forget, up on the frame side, because it was a metric bolt before, but I don't have the original ones. So I'll tack this guy up, make sure it fits, make sure I don't need to do no tweaks, and then finish weld it, clean it up, and you'll never know it was done. Well, there we go. I got it welded up. Did a pass and then a weave so I can grind it down flat. I did bevel the corners. You can still see a little bit where it was. It's a little low. I'll go back over that with the spot. Totally got all wrapped up, TIG welding that one bar, but you'll see it. So this is the Monte Carlo bar or crossbar. The other ones are the F41 bars. I don't know if you can comment and get me in the comments and fix the nomenclature, but my goal is to, instead of bolting these on top of the other ones, because you see how that's all cattywampus, I'm going to lop that off and like notch it, you know, like a roll cage tube of sorts, and weld it between both F41 bars. A, I think it'll make it stronger, and B, I actually don't have the room really to kind of put that in there. I don't want to hit the powder coat it radiator support, the intercooler scoops right there. Like, there's a lot of crap in the way. So just doing this to make the triangle more solid, I think, is kind of what I want. And like BMR and UMI, and there are aftermarket ones that are kind of the same way. So that's the route I'm going. Let me cut those off and figure it out. Well, I didn't get a whole lot of video. I'm kind of by myself today. I'm just kind of welding up them corners with the MIG. You can see the double angle there. I'm making a couple passes to root that in. My gap, I had a little bit of a gap there. It didn't fit quite well, but that guy fits right up in there. So let me finish welding it, and I'll dress them all up and make another pass to make it look nice. Well, I have the frame brace all fabricated, welded up, welds ground down, just because I just want it to look nice, and all the other welds in the car are ground down. So I have it in bare metal right now, and shortly here, I mean, it's 9 o'clock, so shortly here, I'll try and get in some primer, get it in red paint to match the suspension, but it is welded up, it's done, it fits great. Here, I'll show you. All right, there we got it sitting on the floor. The right one is the factory bump out in the bend, and you can see how this kicks way out. And I had to cut it right there and then swing it out this way. Add that other bend. But that fits around a PTE. That bar goes across the top, and I contemplated putting one from there to there. So we'll, I don't know, I'll see. Maybe I will. I'm undecided just yet. But yeah. So I'm gonna slap it back on, make sure it didn't move too much with the welds, and then I'll paint it up. Oh. Here it is all painted up. Etch primed, some off-brand red rattle can because it's the closest I could find at a powder coat. If I had the oven at a time, I'd certainly powder coat it to match, but I think this will be fine. So let's take this and bolt it on up. It should be cured enough. Close enough, right? I mean, it's good enough for government work. So we'll go on and wrap this video up. It's pretty short. I didn't have any shots of me actually welding or TIG welding. Honestly, I got wrapped up in it and just kind of pressed forward. But I made the front frame brace. UMI sells one. I believe BMR sells something, but none of them fit. They're aftermarket, but none of them fit with the PTE Stock Location Intercooler. So if I was to use it, I had to make something. I know a lot of guys use spacers on the cross member. I didn't want to do that because, frankly, I think it looks hokey. So taking the two and taking everything that I had 2 or 3 sets of those Jounce bars. I was able to weld them up, make it look nice. I just primed them, painted them all red. It's close to the suspension. The suspension's all powder coated. So we'll go on ahead and mount them in there. But again, it's something I couldn't have bought. I mean, I could have bought something if I didn't have that intercooler. And honestly, I like to fabricate shit. So let me take those. We'll mount it up, stack it in there. You can see what it looks like. And that's one more thing off the checklist for Sally, my wagon. Here we go, boys and girls. Oh. Come on. Fucking prick. We'll get down on the ground. Let's zoom this out. You can see the mount right there. Up to the frame, got some gold iridate, you know, good hardware. You can see the sway bar. You can barely see the tie bar that I put in there. It certainly rolls up to the frame right there. Let me zoom back out here, guys. I'm sorry for the shaky cam. Whole lot of red going on, but I like my red. And I tap the cross member with 7/16 bolts, I believe it was. So they're up in there with some anti-seize. All good to go. So yeah, you can see the vacuum pump there. You can see the OEM frame holes where I tied it in together there. So that bit is done. So yes, that is the frame brace for the front of the wagon for Sally, my 81 Turbo Buick. You know, when I can get it in the shop and get it on a lift, I'm going to do a really nice walk around video so you can appreciate all the work that was done to the chassis, to the frame, to everything. But that's one of those things I wanted to get done. Push me onto finishing up the nitrous system. Be another video for that also. And what the heck, I got to do a differential vent and some other crap. But thanks for watching. Check it out. Please like, please subscribe, please leave comments. I mean, bump it up in there. I love it. Appreciate it. Thanks for watching Mel's Mountain Garage.